and welcome, my Sagittarius friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for the full cold moon for my Sagittarius friends. The moon that's usually in December, the one that's closest to Winter Solstice, is called the cold moon, or it can be called the long night's moon. This is the full moon that is closest to the Winter Solstice, as this is the full moon that is in the sky for the longest period of time. And this gives us the opportunity to truly embrace the energies that the full moon is offering us. And not only the full moon, but the goddess. As the full moon, or the moon, is a symbol of the goddess, her energies are the highest in the full moon. And she provides that healing, nurturing energy, which we can tap into and embrace to work on some healing as well. So this full moon is amazing for us. And what we're going to look at today is what exactly that full moon is going to offer you and the healing that you can really tap into during the full moon. For this reading, I'm going to be using the Tarot de la Nuit, and I'm also going to be using the Healing with the Angels Oracle. Like always, there's links below to both these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Sagittarius friends, let's see what the cards have to say for you today. What card symbolizes the full cold moon? A jumper there. For my Sagittarius friends and all that it was going to offer them. Make sure it doesn't have any more. Nope, we're good. Alright. So the first one that jumped out, the Five of Pentacles. Fives are a conflictuary number. We always really struggle with the fives because they really kind of hit home. That Pentacle is about growth and abundance. When we're looking at the Five of Pentacles, it really highlights that isolation that we're feeling, that disconnect. It doesn't matter about how many people are in the room, it's how connected we are. What the moon is talking about is not only that connection to others, but more importantly, that connection to self, that disconnect that we have regarding our relationship with ourselves. With it came the Knight of Wands. Knights are that adolescent, no fear energy that doesn't hold anything back, especially in the Wands, that passion and fire center that we have. The Wands about passion, about that creativity, really fueling that Knight energy into action. And finally that came with it, the Ten of Swords. Tens are all about ending and beginning. Swords about truth and knowledge. The Ten of Swords talks about all those past experiences and how no matter what has happened, that dawn is rising, that sun is coming up, and we're going to greet the day. And that's what we're really looking at. Working on, the moon is giving us the opportunity to really bring in that new sunrise, that new dawn. Working on that connection piece, and possibly, depending on how much we want to work on it, the moon offers us the ability to really work on some of those past pains and traumas that are sticking really deep into us, starting to do that healing process. So let's look at the challenges. What challenges will my Sagittarius friends face during the full cold moon? It's interesting. The one individual out of these three cards that's looking at us is the Knight. And the Knight of Wands really reminds me of a lot of my Sagittarius friends because they're the ones that are willing to really dive into those crazy situations because they're not afraid. They're not afraid to back down. They're gonna go in and they're gonna deal with it. The other two aspects are avoiding eye contact. The pictures in the cards are very important when you're reading tarot. You start to notice patterns and different connections within the cards. But connecting into that fiery center, because let's face it, Sagittarius, you got it going, and really connecting into that universal energy will help with dealing with some of these past pieces. When we connect into that universal energy and strengthen those relationships, we're really going to be strengthening the relationship with those high vibrational beings around us. Those guides, guardians, the angels, archangels, dragons, unicorns, you name it, they are there to help guide and heal us. And as we reach out, and I know it sounds crazy, as we reach out to the universe and connect in and strengthen in those relationships, we start to strengthen in and really get to know who we are. Not only through symbols and signs that they give us, but through that connection, through spending intentional energy and time, working in on our own abilities and gifts to connect in with the higher vibration. We start to heal ourselves. We start to connect into who we truly are. We gain insight with every session that we do. Every time we set out that intentional time to connect in, set out that intentional time to give yourself that healing and love. All right, sorry. Tangent. Our challenge, the Two of Cups, that lesser lover. And it's a lesser lover because the lovers are a major arcana, whereas the Two of Cups is a minor arcana. It's the everyday aspect of the lovers. So what the major problem will be, and your kind of obstacle for the full moon, is going to be those relationships, those important positive relationships in our lives that are going to pull us and really want and demand our attention. Averting us from that self-care and self-love time and focusing in on them. And now it's a balancing act, because yes, you want to focus in on them. They're an important relationship in your life. However, that connection into yourself is important as well. This doesn't have to be a 24-hour thing. It's about balancing your time, connecting into the moon's energy, and thus connecting into the goddess energy so that you are able to heal and work on yourself. Like I said, though, it doesn't have to take all night. You are going to be able to determine how to balance these two competing aspects. Let's look at how we can support in connecting in with the moon's energy and what it's offering us. The Empress. The third card in the major arcana, it speaks about that nurturing, fertile, loving energy. She is the Mother Earth card of the major arcana. She's a fantastic card. Amazing support, that growth and abundance. When we connect in and start to allow ourselves to nurture and love ourselves, that growth piece is really exponentiated. We have the ability to start planting more and more seeds. As we connect in and learn more about our not only our relationships with the higher vibrational beings in the universe, we're able to embrace that nurturing and fertile energy. We can start to unravel and rediscover pieces of ourselves that we've lost. Which, interestingly enough, so when we start to focus in on ourselves and we start to really connect in and lead that authentic self existence, our relationships start to really be impacted. If there's somebody that is supposed to be in your life and is very supportive and positive, that true authentic self, they've already seen. They can see through our masks. And they're going to evolve with us. Individuals who aren't supposed to be with us, they will start to be kind of distancing themselves, because that true, authentic, loving, radiating energy that you have from your authentic self will kind of push them away. It'll be too much. They'll put up their own barriers. So this evolution helps to really weed out those people who may not be such a positive support for you. That relationship may need it to end or dissolve upon itself. Let's look at the outcome. What's the outcome of the full cold moon for my Sagittarius friends? The Nine of Cups. That abundance and growth. Nines are about all that hard work and all that you have achieved. It's very lucrative. It's hard to see, but she's in a dress of 4-leaf clovers. That abundance is very prevalent in the Nine of Cups. Cups are that connection to your intuition. And that's what we're looking at. That strengthening of your intuition, but also looking at that growth and abundance in your life. This change raises your vibration, which gives you the ability to manifest all that you want in your life. Let's look at guidance. What guidance can we offer my Sagittarius friends for the full cold moon? Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is the quintessential balancing card. It's literally the balancing act, that juggling act that we have. The Two of Pentacles really talks about that balance. Yes, we need to spend time on ourselves, give ourselves that intentional energy. However, that connection into our relationships is really important. We need to balance the physical and the spiritual. Like I said, it's a juggling act. We do have double twos now. So in angel messages, when you have that double two or multiple twos, the angels are saying that it's time to listen to your intuition. You need to keep going. Have faith and don't give up. But it's that intuitional connection that's going to be important. Let's look at the supports. What supports can we offer my Sagittarius friends for the full cold moon? The King of Swords. Kings are that fully developed personality. So the swords are about truth and knowledge. That connection in is going to really help. The more we learn about ourselves and unravel and rediscover, the more authentic we can live. The more skills and abilities we're going to really be able to embrace and start to nurture. Now we also have the King of Swords. Like I said, how the Two of Cups is the embodiment of the lovers. The King of Swords is the embodiment of the Emperor, the Empress's consort. We've got that yin and yang here, and that's going to be important. Again, we go back to that balancing act, that balancing of not only our physical and spiritual, but that divine feminine and divine masculine. We need to make sure our energies are flowing properly, which is going to help with kind of almost degunking ourselves a bit, because the emotions we've attached to those swords, to those events and situations, weighs us down. We can't as humans actually assimilate and use low vibrational energy. High vibrational energy, we're able to convert it and really absorb it into our healing and into our everyday. It sits on us like a film. It's like a weird buildup that we get. That energy flow will help to start to really degunk us a bit. And well, let's be honest, on a regular basis we should degunk ourselves, because we do not only have the residue and the low vibrational energies that we have, but the low vibrational energies that other people excrete and really radiate, we can pick up on as well, and it kind of becomes this nice film that we have. Energy balancing and keeping ourselves grounded, which is another piece the Pentacles brings in, that grounded and centered energy, will help make us feel stronger, so that we are able to take on more of that 10 and really start to work at and heal those past traumas. Let's go on to the healing. What healing will the full moon help my Sagittarius friends with? Okay, got some jumpers here. The first card that hit the table, balance. I don't think we've actually mentioned that yet, but balance is going to be key. The full moon offers you the abilities to really reflect on not only the balancing between the physical and the spiritual, but like I said, that masculine and feminine energies, all these balls that we have at play. That balancing act is really important, because when we're balanced and centered, that's when we really find that we can take on these obstacles and challenges with ease. Support. It's a beautiful card. That's support. So we have the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles, like I said, is that isolation piece. As we connect into that universe and we connect into those high vibrational beings, we start to really realize how busy our environment is and how much support we have. Those feelings of aloneness are really hard when you realize that your guardian angel has been with you since conception, and they have their, like literally, I can see in many people, their guardians, their hands are on their shoulders, encouraging them, supporting them. Our guardian angels love us unconditionally. So do our guides. We have the support of high vibrational beings of unlimited denomination. We also have those passed on loved ones supporting us. Plus, not to mention the physical supports that we have, those family and friends that are on this plane. So we really start to connect in to that support system. And a new beginning. That new beginning is truly understanding who it is you are and who it is you wanted to be. We signed up for this. We contracted in the Akashic Records what this life was going to be. Those challenges and pieces that we really wanted to connect in with. We said, yes, please. So that new beginning, that connection into understanding who we truly are and what it is we wanted to do in this lifetime. And ultimately, we will have self-acceptance. And it's not just accepting ourselves for who we are right now. It's that true self. When we start to truly accept those pieces that we have hidden within us and living that life of authenticity, where we're really going to start to raise that vibration and that abundance is really going to come shining and shooting through. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you got some insight and direction into what the full moon is offering you. And this is something that we have choice with. This is what they're offering. It is not what you are guaranteed. We have to put that time and energy into what it is we're doing. The full moon offers us the opportunity to access these. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. If you've seen my past videos, you know that I'm a very creative tarot reader and I love making new spreads up, and I create all sorts of different things for my page. I'm also a fluid poster, which means I don't have a specific day and time where I bring in new content. It's very fluid for me. So staying connected through subscription and that little red bell helps you not miss this guidance that you're looking for. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Sagittarius friends.